Hi boys and girls, it is the creator of Bored with Miss Reynolds, Better Off Reading Every Day. And I have a good one for you. It is called Don't Forget I Love You. And this is by Miriam Moss, illustrated by Anna Curry. And I have my very own Lovie right here. I love love. And this one is going out to all of you who are giving love, feeling love, wanting love, and just living love. When Billy woke up, Rabbit was hiding down the side of his bed. "Don't think I can't see you there, Rabbit," said Billy, tugging at Rabbit's paw. "Time for breakfast," Mama called from downstairs. "In a minute," shouted Billy. "Rabbit's being naughty." "Come and wash your sticky paws," called Mama. "In a minute," said Billy. "Rabbit won't eat his egg. Hurry up, Rabbit." Billy and Rabbit went upstairs to get dressed. Mama popped her head around the door. "Get dressed, Billy," she said. "In a minute," said Billy. "I think Rabbit got a tummy ache." "Come and brush your teeth, Billy," Mama called. "In a minute," said Billy. "Rabbit's buttons are all wrong. Get ready first, Billy, then play with Rabbit," said Mama. "Ready at last," said Mama. "But where did I put your boots?" "They're on my feet," laughed Billy. "Oh, good," Mama smiled. "Here's your coat. Come on. We really must go or we'll be late." But Billy dashed upstairs. "Just a minute," he called. "Rabbit hasn't said goodbye to the others." On the way to nursery school, Billy balanced Rabbit and his lunchbox on his head. "Be careful," said Mama. "I am," said Billy, "except Rabbit won't sit still." Suddenly, Billy's lunchbox hit the ground and burst open. "Oh, Billy," said Mama crossly. "Now we really will be late. Give Rabbit to me and I'll get a move on." But they were very late and had to run the rest of the way to school. "Ah, there you are," said Mrs. Brown. "We wondered where you were." "Sorry," panted Mama. "I have to go. I'm late for work already. Bye, Billy," and she hurried away. Billy hung up his coat. He hung his coat up. "Is something the matter, Billy?" asked Mrs. Brown. "Mama didn't say I love you," said Billy. "She always says I love you." Well, she was in a bit of a hurry, said Mrs. Brown. Have you left Rabbit by your coat? He'll make you feel better. They looked in Billy's pockets and even in his lunchbox, but Rabbit was nowhere to be found. You must have left him at home, said Mrs. Brown. But I didn't, said Billy, starting to cry. I dropped my lunchbox and we had to run, and now Rabbit's lost and I want my mama. At that moment, the door flew open. It was Mama. Oh, Billy, I'm so sorry, she cried. I forgot to give Rabbit back to you, and I forgot something else. I forgot to say I love you. Billy climbed onto Mama's lap and gently she dried his tears. I love you too, said Billy, and they gave each other a big, big hug. Oh. This brings back so many memories. And that is the end, boys and girls and lovies, of Don't Forget I Love You. It is Bored with Miss Reynolds, better off reading every day. I don't own the rights to this book that I have read to you, but I love storytelling magic. And the magic of today's story is my very own little rabbit like Billy in this book. This one is one that's just for me. It doesn't belong to my girl. It doesn't belong to my kids. It belongs to Miss Reynolds. And it went perfectly with this book. As a mom, I remember all the times when my daughter had her Lovie. I remember once we left the house with it and we went into the city. And it's not something I usually do. And it wasn't a good idea. Her Lovie fell into the subway tracks. It did. And a stranger, a man, jumped down and grabbed it out of the subway tracks and got back up on the waiting area. And about a couple of minutes later, a train came. And I said, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that this man was practically risking his life to get my daughter's Lovie that fell in the train tracks. And after that day, we never took Lovie out of the house on trips. We left him home where he was safe and sound and he would not get lost. That stuck with me till this very, very day. Lovies are very, very special. And the relationship between a Lovie and the person is beyond special. I know that from my daughter. I know that from my very own things. I know that from my kids. I know that from books I've read. I know that just from life in general. When you love something and it's special to you, you have to hold on to it as best as you can and take really, really good care of it. So my guy stays home and snuggles up with all my other toys, and come home and they're waiting for me. So if you have a Lovie, I know exactly how you feel, and I just want to tell you, don't forget that I love you just as much as you love reading, you love your mom, you love your dad, you love the person that takes care of you, you love your teacher, and you love your Lovies. I'll see you again really, really soon. Bored with Miss Reynolds, better off reading every day. Sending you nothing but I love yous from myself and my Lovie. Ah.